So today's presentation is going to be a bit informal, as I said.
Sorry to disturb. Don't forget to hit the record button.
Already done recording. So it's recording right now. So it's going to be a bit of an informal session today. As I earlier said, we introduced ourselves, got to know each other in terms of backgrounds, education, work experience, no work experience, if a fresher. So what we're going to do today is going to understand what a CRM is all about. What is the functionality of a CRM? What your role is in a CRM, and ask questions. So we start with IT solutions solved. Who are IT solutions solved? IT solutions solved is an IT company, specifically a certified Zoho partner. What do we mean by a certified Zoho partner? A certified Zoho means a company which has the capabilities, the shown capabilities, and has a certification allowing the company to resell Zoho's products with the guidance of Zoho. The advantages here being, as a certified Zoho partner, is you get dedicated support by Zoho themselves. You can tag your clients who then directly report to you in terms of any kind of support required or assistance required. And what Zoho also does is they assist you with large deals and sales. IT Solutions is based primarily out of Melbourne in Australia. IT Solutions provides the technical edge to large, medium, and even small businesses by automating their business processes using various CRM systems that help boost their business efficiency. The reason I have mentioned CRM systems and not system is Zoho is not the only CRM which IT Solutions Solved works with or works on. They work on a plethora of CRM-based solutions. In this instance, Zoho CRM. Apart from Zoho CRM consulting and development, IT Solutions Solved offer website and application design and digital marketing services like SEO. IT Solutions Solved currently has 3 data centers or locations, the main head office being located in Melbourne in Australia, and offshore locations in the United States of America, the United Arab Emirates, which is the UAE, and India. The Melbourne office primarily has the functional consultants, and the offshore development centers usually have the development or the developer and consultants. So what I meant is that the head office usually visits office to office and has direct contacts with local companies as well as international companies. The offshore development bases are also for local visits, local opportunities, but then on the greater strength of development options, such as the UAE and India. Coming to what IT Solutions strongly poses or delves with is Zoho CRM. What we're going to go through over our entire training period or course would be an introduction, the organization settings within the CRM, data security, user management and customization, communication channels, which may vary from email to phone, territorial management based on locations, automation to make lives easier for clients and their businesses, data administration, the marketplace, customization, and Zia, which is one of Zoho's newly launched artificial intelligent platforms, or a sub-platform within Zoho. Today we're going to initiate training 1, which would include the first 4 sets, which is the introduction, the organization settings of the CRM, data security, and user management. Before I go ahead, do you all have any questions? Okay. Can you all hear me clearly?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
Yeah,
Great.
loud and clear.
Okay, so module 1, introduction. What is a CRM? Can any one of you all tell me what a CRM is?
Okay,
Nitin?
I'll take this honor then. As the name suggests, a CRM is a customer relationship management,
Management.
and in long short, a CRM is considered as a software, but CRM is more than a software. It is a strategy of the company, the communication strategy of the company, where they want to go and go down to the level of interactions that they're having with the client.
Correct. So based on what Raj just said, Nitin, Anu, and Amit, why do businesses need a CRM? Where do you think a CRM can help businesses? Now, obviously, you all haven't used a CRM before. But based on what Raj just said, how do you think if you were running a business, would a CRM help you or your business? Any answers? Absolute silence. Ask
Okay,
questions.
I think
Absolute
I
silence.
think maybe we should skip the questions and we take the questions at the last.
Okay, all right. So why do businesses need a CRM? Businesses primarily need a CRM to help them with a plethora of reasons. One, save time. Number two, save energy. Number three, and very big, save money. Number four, save resources. So I'm going to start with number one, time. How does a CRM help save time? When you have an entire platform which literally runs your business for you without you having to spend 8 hours, 12 hours, and if the job gets done within 2 hours or 3 hours, that's where you save a lot of time. Time equals to point number 3, money. Number 2, in terms of resources, instead of hiring 20 people, 30 people, or 40 people, and then have an issue in terms of miscommunication or understanding, a CRM can do the job of all of them. But if automated correctly, let me give you an example. If your client sends you an email, under normal circumstances, the email lands in your inbox. In your email, you then reply to that email. And then typically, you have the person's data on an Excel sheet. What a CRM does in this instance is has everything under one lead or one contact. An individual in the CRM is known as a contact. So, if we have Nitin in the CRM as a contact, all communication with Nitin, whether it be an email, whether it be tracking an activity of a phone call, or whether it be the notes of the conversation which I have with Nitin, are all stored within Nitin's file. Again, that file is known as a contact. What are the benefits of having a CRM? The benefits of CRM are intertwined with having why do businesses need CRM? In this instance, the benefits of having a CRM is again to deal with your marketing, which saves again a lot of time, energy, and resources. The same goes for a help desk system, which again can be worked within the CRM itself, which again saves time, money, and resources. And then sales. The main header or the main driver of a company is sales if it is a sales based company. Even if it's a marketing based company, to drive marketing, you need sales. The CRM does the job for you, all the way from support to help desk systems to sales to emails to answering your clients to having meetings. A CRM does that for you. Over here, there is a section called the help resources. Please refer to this after the call to learn or read in depth as to what a CRM is, Why do businesses need a CRM? And the benefits of having or running a CRM. Module 2, organization settings. Now this is going to involve two parts. One part is explaining what the company details are, the fiscal year, the business hours and currencies are. And on top of that, showing you live examples or running through a demonstration of how these work. What are the company details? For example, I have a company called IT Solution Solved. That company now needs to be entered into the CRM. Once I enter that into the CRM, I get to put down the company information such as the name, the address, the phone number, the website, the email address. So it gets structured. In this instance, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over and show you company details. Raj, I'll explain the login and then the settings a little later. Right now, I'm just giving an overview. Click on company details. Over here, you have the company details. Once entered, you put in the company name, the alias, the employee count, which is the number of employees in your company, phone number, mobile, and all basic requirements of information as much as you can down the line. You can upload your company logo here. Your local information is your location-based information of your head office. If your head office is located in India, let me just edit this to show it. You choose India and then you show the time zone. The time zone is equally important. It's because when your branches are using this particular CRM platform, they all work under one time zone. What is a fiscal year? A fiscal year is a financial year. Usually it is the financial year of taxation purposes, but in this case, your company might have a different fiscal year. It might be January to December. It might be April to March of the next year. And that way, you click on fiscal year and you begin your year. In this instance, let's click on January and let's save. What are the business hours of your organization? The business hours of your organization are the hours that your company currently runs at or defines the set of hours that you currently runs at. Does your company run 24 hours a day? Does it run 24 hours a day, 5 business working days? Or are they specific custom hours? You could choose when your week starts on. It could be on a Monday. It could also be on a Sunday. You could have your business timings over there, different hours for every day if you have different sets of teams working at different times. However, if you have the standard 9 to 5 routine, Monday through Friday, same hours every day, you get to choose your time. In this instance, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., typically in India. We then save it. What are the currencies used? You have a base currency in the CRM. Your base currency is your parent currency. If your company is based in India, then your parent company would be the Indian rupee. If your parent company is located in the United States of America, your parent currency would be the dollar. The home currency in this case is India. Once you click confirm, you cannot change this under any circumstances because this is your home. The only way this can be changed is you have to request Zoho to make this change. So when dealing with clients and helping them down the line in terms of setting up the currencies, always take note of the fact that please choose the correct home currency before confirming the same. After choosing your home currency and confirming the same, you get to choose other currencies as well. If you're dealing with a global set of clients and not local clients, if you're dealing with clients from, say, the UK or the US, you can obviously input the American dollar. You can also have inputted the UK pound. Below are the help resources to go through to read a bit more on company details, a fiscal year, business hours, currencies and its subdenominations. Data security. Zoho takes data security very seriously and advises their certified authorized partners to do the same. IT Solution Solves takes data security of their own company and their clients' companies extremely seriously. You have role-based security, profile-based security, group-based security, data sharing. This will go further down into the next page, which is record sharing, data encryption, IP restrictions, territorial management, and Zoho Mail add-on users. To come back to role-based hierarchy, you have two sections over here. You have security control, compliance settings, and territorial management, which are three main sections of data security. Profiles. It's a set of permissions that you allot for the user who is using your CRM. If you have a team of 5 people in your company, you are the administrator as you are the owner of the company. The second person, who would be a manager, would have a different set of permissions. Obviously, you would not want to show your manager every single thing in the CRM. You'd want to hide a couple of modules, a couple of fields, or a couple of sections from your manager for various reasons. Likewise, there is also an inputted user over here called the standard user. The standard user is usually an employee in your company who is either part of sales, support, or marketing, who reports to a manager, who in return reports to the administrator. The standard user has access to all fields and sections except that of an administrator and that of a manager. Group-based security. Group-based security is when you have different groups of teams, or let's just use the terminology teams. You have separate teams where you want to allot shared allocation in terms of security to different teams. Your marketing team may see a certain set of data. Your support team might see a certain set of data within the CRM, and your sales team might see a certain set of data within the CRM. You get to create the various roles that I have mentioned. For example, administrators, managers, support team executives, sales teams executives. Roles allow you to define how you share your CRM data amongst users based on your organization. And as I've already mentioned, different sets of teams may see different sets of data based on the roles you assign them. Record sharing is roughly the same thing. Record sharing is when you allow either an individual or a set or a group set of individuals to have a view of that certain single data. It could be multiple data as well. For instance, if my name is there in the CRM, Raj does not get to view the data. However, Nitin gets to view the data. That is known as record sharing. Data encryption. With data encryption, the laws specifically of the land are governed extremely well in terms of Zoho. An example over here would be compliance settings. Compliance settings is a provision to help you decide how you want to handle, manage, and process personal data of your customers to comply with GDPR for your organization. GDPR is a strict set of laws introduced a couple of years ago by the European Union as to how to manage customers' data. Non-consented customers or contacts should not be in your database. If you keep non-consented information on your database and then you contact them, you are liable to be sued. Be very careful of this and advise your clients of the same. What Zoho shows you in terms of data protection is data collection, data processing, and data requests. How you collect your data has already been explained to you. Whether you do it by various channels such as marketing or sales is up to you. However, the consent of the person's information you capture is always required. How do you process the personal data of a human being or as a client? The way to process the particular data is by various forms, whether it be by forms, phone, or email, makes a difference. Data requests. How to handle data requests of customers inside your CRM. This namely takes place through three ways: forms, email, and phone. Once you have the consent of your particular lead or your contact in terms of getting in touch with them or pitching to them in terms of consulting services, that data request is then legal. IP restrictions. IP restrictions basically are a set of IPs which you can block or allow in terms of whether it be country-wise or individual-wise. If you want to block a particular country in terms of IP, you can do so. If you want to allow IPs of certain countries or certain individuals, you can do so. Zoho Mail add-on users. Zoho Mail add-on users. In fact, Zoho Mail is another application within Zoho, which is a competitor of, say, G Suite or Outlook 365. A Zoho Mail user might not necessarily be a CRM user, but a Zoho Mail add-on user can be added into the CRM as well, obviously with restrictions. Module 4, User Manager. Users. Who and what is a user? An individual handling the CRM is known as a user. Let me show you what a user is. Currently, we have an instance of Shravan Kumar, who is the CEO and super admin of the CRM, as the only user. On the right hand side, you get to see the specifications of that specific user. Now, if I scroll up a little bit in the CRM, there is something called a signature. This signature usually is your email signature. When you send out emails later on using the CRM, it would save you from having to copy and paste your signature every time into an email, because in an email, the signature gets pulled directly to the email upon a prompt such as the hash sign. You can create new users over here. In this instance, let us look at what a new user form looks like. You can either choose a user, choose the role that you assign them, and the profile that you assign them. The same goes for a group of specific users that you want assigned to the same role, same profile, different roles, and different profiles. Users for everyone. You could also apply the condition to existing users, which is the same role and profile authorized to the specific user, or you can override the roles assigned manually to users, which then again says you can assign different roles and profiles to different users. Role-based hierarchy. Role-based hierarchy in this instance is, as I mentioned earlier, you have a CEO, a manager, a sub-manager, and a team member. Role-based hierarchy is roles authorized to be played in terms, again, of data management within the CRM. This helps in terms of a couple of things. One, reporting structure. If the standard user knows who to report to, that sub-manager knows who to report to, which is the manager. And the manager in this instance knows who to report to in the CRM, which is the admin. So what happens is, in this instance, is it gets streamlined. Groups, as I've already mentioned in the previous tab, is a groups of teams. Groups of teams, again based on profiles or role-based hierarchy, can be implemented in the same order. Data sharing rules, as explained previously. Data sharing rules decide how you share data or how you allow your users in the CRM to use that data or see the data. You may not want all your users to see all your data. You may want them to see specific sets of data based on separate requirements. Salespeople will see sales data, marketing people will see marketing data, and support people may see support data. In fact, support people might see all the data because not only are they handling specific support requests, they need to be in a position to handle any support requests coming in at any given time. You can find the help resources by clicking on the link over here. This comes to the end of training. However, before we end training, I'm going to show you Zoho One. If you noticed, when I clicked on a new user, it took me to a completely different page or an application, which is Zoho One. Zoho One is a platform in which they offer small and medium-based enterprises a suite or plethora of up to 40 plus applications to be used under one roof. How did they come up with the concept of Zoho One? Zoho One's concept came about when Zoho realized people are interested in a CRM. People are interested in support services. People are interested in using the email services. However, one of the reasons why a lot of people weren't coming aboard was because of the costs. It was expensive. A CRM costed a certain amount, and other applications costed certain amounts. What Zoho did was they decided for small and medium businesses to introduce one platform at an impossible price for 40 applications. Here you have applications such as the CRM, which we're currently on, Connect, Click, Support, Analytics, and various other applications which are based towards sales, marketing, support, project management, tools, and finance. Today we'll end at this chapter, which is for training 1. Please ask me questions in regards to any of the topics you see above, and I'll be happy to explain them to you.
Okay, we can take the questions and we can stop the recording if you want.